I met Christian Bale in China on the movie set of the most expensive Chinese movie ever produced at that time. It's true.
I love Christian Bale.
Thanks. I've never told this story because number one, I didn't have any photos of the event. And number two, I don't fully remember how it all happened. It's all a dream. But shout out to my dad. He sent me the photos and he helped me reconstruct the event. As you know, I'm on an endless quest to prove to you guys that I'm cool. Martial arts, gaming, guns, hair, Kojima,
Hi.
Timothy Chalamet. But every once in a while, I still see comments doubting me. So welcome to another episode of Rant on Storytime. You seem to have enjoyed the last two.
I'm her daughter.
This is the story of how I met Batman and how I endangered a little bit the entire shoot. This is a premiere. Oh, here we go. You wanted me. So, in the year 2011, Christian Bale, yes, he was already quite a big deal at that point. The Dark Knight had already come out. He was sought after, ladies and gentlemen. Sought after. And he was in China filming a movie called Flowers of War. Yes, maybe some of you have seen it. He plays a priest who's saving kids during the Japanese invasion of China. Very brutal movie. Very, very brutal. That film is directed by Chinese movie director Zhang Yimou. Have you seen it? If you haven't, you have. Do you know the movie Hero with Jet Li, Donnie Yen, House of Flying Daggers, or his critically acclaimed masterpiece, what's it called? The Wall? The Great Wall with Matt Damon.
We came to trade.
You lie.
He's considered one of the best and most well-known Chinese directors of all time. Before I forget it, he even directed the 2008 Beijing Olympic opening ceremony. And just in case you don't know if you're too young, that was peak China. That was the event that put China on the map internationally. In my memory. When people saw that shit, they were like, oh wow. There's a country over there. So this dude's a big deal, and he got Christian Bale to star in his next movie. So how would lowly Ranton get access to that? In China is everything guanxi. Everything is who knows who. My dad studied at the film academy in Beijing. After a year, he quit and I don't know the exact timeline, but he stopped that eventually and studied engineering. But when he studied there, he became friends with Zhang Yimou. The world is small, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a friendship that he kept warm over decades and decades. And Zhang Yimou became big shot movie producer and my dad knew him. So ya salami. So growing up, going to China, I think I met Zhang Yimou a couple of times, but when you're a kid, you don't give a fuck about anything, and I just want to play Game Boy and I don't care. But then the year 2011 comes around, and my dad knows, hey, my son, he's this fucking nerd. He likes Batman. He's an idiot loser. And who's the Batman? Christian Bale. And my friend Zhang Yimou is filming a movie with Christian Bale. And I've always, and oh my God. So my dad calls him up.
Hello?
I heard you're making a movie with Christian Bale.
Huh?
My son and I, can we come? Sounds good. My dad is a textbook übertreiber, exaggerator. So I was like, okay, Christian Bale. Yeah, right. I'm probably gonna be sitting in an audience of 500 people. I get to clap for Christian Bale as he enters some TV show. That's what I expected. I didn't expect anything. And then we fly to China. Then from Beijing, we fly to Nanjing. And I remember on the trip there, my dad was like he was making jokes, but he kind of low-key hates the city of Nanjing. He's like, people of Nanjing are known to be retards. We arrive at Nanjing and we get picked up by a lady, Zhang Yimou's personal assistant.
Sheesh.
And I'm already thinking, okay, dad, not bad. This is a nice little thing you organize here for me. Okay, I'm impressed. Go on. We get into this shitty little mianbaoche. These are these Chinese vans that everyone drives. The max speed is 15 miles an hour and they break down every 2 kilometers. So we get into this mianbaoche and we drive for a long time. I'm thinking I'm about to be put into some scam center in Myawaddy, Myanmar. Like this guy. I already look like him. But no, we enter a massive movie set. I'm talking, I've never seen anything like it. If I knew what movie set this was in particular, I would put photos up on it right now, but it was huge. Massive halls. We arrive, I get out the little child molester van. I slowly walk into this massive hall and I'm inside of a church. The interior of this place has become a church. It looked incredible. I think I have a picture of it. Look. Yes. Look at this. That's me. Look at me. For me, this is crazy stuff. Some of you maybe have experience with movie sets. I didn't. So I saw this. I'm like, wow. Absolutely gorgeous and detailed. Then I touch a wall and what do I feel? Styrofoam. Obviously, I know they're not rebuilding actual churches. They have to save money. It's budget. I get it. But styrofoam. Maybe it was like papier, papi. But this is all fake. It's not real. And here you have the Japanese soldiers. This is so crazy. Why do I have so little memories of that? So I'm there, I'm looking around. I'm thinking, okay, Dad, you bring this. I'm starting to believe this is definitely a movie set, but I've yet to see Zhang Yimou and I've yet to see Christian Bale. So
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Look at my facial expression. Is this the face of a man who thinks he's about to meet Christian Bale? And we are brought to like a tiny little dark ass booth. We walk into this booth and I see two Chinese men. One of them young, one of them older, with a bunch of technology, and they're all eating these nuts that you have to crack with your mouth. Big ass bowl full of them. My dad and I, we sit down, they have a chat, they know each other. And this was apparently the sound guy. I think we sat in that tiny sound guy booth for 2 hours or more. I'm like, oh, this is getting boring, bro. What are we doing? And then I hear like a bell. Bing, 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 bing. The young lady assistant that picked us up from the airport comes to me and is like, we are preparing the next scene. That's not how she spoke. She spoke in Chinese. We follow her, we go upstairs in some other small room. This was the room of the priest, of Christian Bale. We go in there, I step in the room, slow-mo walk, Batman music plays in the background. I see Zhang Yimou, I'm like, I see Christian Bale. So in this room, yeah, is 5 people. Zhang Yimou, the director, what do I think, mein Arsch? Christian, yeah, I call him Christian. A translator, and my dad and me. Not gonna lie, I felt completely out of place.
Just hanging around.
I bet he saw me and he's like, who the fuck are these 2 random guys standing in the corner? So stupid. And they're discussing how to film the scene, yeah? And I'm in the room, bro. I'm in the room with Christian Bale. They discuss. I look there like this. Okay, interesting how you plan to set the scene, yeah? Maybe the light over there, can you maybe fix that and here? My dad and I go back to the sound booth and then we look at monitors. We can see how they're filming the scene. Everything quite exciting, quite interesting. I know, okay, my dad wasn't lying. We are here. Christian Bale is here. And then the shoot ends for the day. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. But when I need more. But then I don't get more at first. We go then from this movie shooting hall to another place where they have built, I'm telling you, they have built an entire city. The ruins of a city. I've never seen any such thing, yeah? Don't forget, this was the Chinese movie with the highest budget ever at that time. Still to this day, I think it's top 6 with a budget of 94 million. They have rebuilt the ruins of Nanjing. Here, I have some images. Look at this stuff, man. Absolutely incredible. It was massive. You can see how far back it goes. And it was probably also all styrofoam and shit. This is what the church looked like on the outside. The inside of the set is somewhere else. This is the outside. They filmed these separate. And the rest of the day, we were hanging out with other people from the set. And this is, in retrospect, it's wild. Oh, God. Ich bin so ein Fischkopf, Alter. There was this woman that hung out with us. I'm not talking about the assistant. I'm talking about another Chinese lady. She was super nice. She was kind of like babysitting me. And I was already 16 or 17. Hello, I don't need a babysitter. And she was with us the whole time. She was super nice. She asked me questions about my life and blah, blah, blah. But I also thought, I'm not here for you. And lo and behold, I've only learned years later that this was the Chinese actress. I think her name is Nini? Nini, do you love me? She is one of the biggest Chinese movie stars ever. Massive. Zendaya level for America. She was for China. Or is, I don't know. But huge. And we were hanging out, man. Bro. And she also starred in that movie. I don't care about her fame. I didn't know. I legitimately didn't care. And that made her crazy. She didn't know how to handle it. That's why she was into me. I'm joking, but she was super nice, super sweet. Nice lady. I just didn't know who she was. But yo, Nini, let's have lunch. So my dad and I were being shown around the set, the location. They were filming a couple of action scenes that we could witness. And very interesting, I learned that day that action scenes are filmed in like tiny increments. Of course, I knew that wasn't all just one shot, but they filmed 1 second. Cut, set up the next scene. 1 second, and a guy flying to the side. And a gunshot. Just like tiny increments are being shot. Learned a lot about movie making. You see the result of that in my YouTube videos. The day passed, the sun slowly started to set. We go back to our hotel. We were scheduled to be there also for the next day, go to sleep. The next day I wake up and what do I notice? I have a cold. My throat starts hurting. You know that feeling when you notice you're gonna... And I have a stuffy nose. I'm like, fuck. They won't let me near Christian Bale if I'm sick. I can't tell anyone. I didn't tell my dad. I didn't tell anyone. I remember that I blew my nose so much because I didn't want to sound like this, you know? And then I realized I was starting to build dry skin over here from all the blowing my nose. So I got, what is it called? Chapstick? And I put this here like... I didn't want anyone to notice that I'm starting to get sick. This is the big day. And nobody did notice. So then another day passes on the set. We were mostly chilling out again in the big hall, sitting with the sound guy. It was fairly boring because no Christian Bale. And then in the evening, when I thought it was all over, and I only got to see Christian Bale in the room there once. No. The assistant tells us, it's time for you to have a chat with the man. Christian Bale! Okay, here we go. This is my time to shine. I got an A in English. My English fantastisch. My face looking good. All smeared up. I'm good. It's already dark out. I'm setting the scene here. We walk up to this trailer and I catch a glimpse of him. And he has makeup people like removing stuff from him. I don't know what goes into it. And we're waiting outside, my dad and I. And we wait there for, my memory could be playing tricks on me. It felt like a really long time, 45 minutes to an hour. But because of the nervosity, it may have been just 10 minutes. But we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And then he comes out. He's got the beard. He walks out. And hey, don't take this away from me, yeah? It was not me and other people. It was just my dad and me and Christian Bale. He comes out, he sees us, and he's like, Ranton, is that you? No, Ranton didn't exist yet, okay? He walks up to me, he's like, hi. My English skills go from high level to banana. I can't get out a single word. Oh, I was so starstruck, so embarrassing. He asked me where I'm from, you know, he was being nice. I'm like, Frankfurt. Dad, take it away. And my dad's English is worse than mine. Oh God, this was so traumatizing that I think I repressed the memory. Then my dad and Christian Bale started chatting a little bit with my dad's broken English, and I'm just standing between them like this.
He was a worker, so he invented the telephone to speaking about in the theater.
It was horrible. I couldn't get out a single word. Although, no, I think I did ask him like, how are you enjoying China or some shit. I did ask him something. So I did speak to him, yeah? Christian, remember me? Hell yeah. You know, it'd be so funny if Christian Bale sees this video and he's like, fuck, I remember getting the sniffles for the rest of the shoot. It was because of this little piece of shit. I'm sorry. Nobody knew, okay? I kept it a secret from everyone. I'm sorry. I had to meet you, brother. Worth it. So then we took a photo. Beautiful photo here. Evidence. That's us. Woo! Let's go! Look at me. You see that smile on my face? 100% genuine. And that's also us, okay? I'm leaning slightly, a little bit beta. No, we're both leaning. We're both leaning. You see that on the floor there? That's my piss. I don't know what the fuck that is. So yeah, that is the story of how I met Christian Bale. I was very happy that day. We're still homies, you know, we still keep in touch. So please, from now on, this makes me look cool and there can never be doubt again. Top 3 coolest YouTubers, Rantoni. Okay? Please, from now on. I know people and I'm cool. Like, please. Thank you for watching. Rantoni Storytime over and out. Peace. If you enjoy Ranton Storytime and you want to see another one that proves that I act very strongly and confidently under pressure and I'm great at improvisation, check out this one.